Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to explore a fascinating and often misunderstood topic, psychosis versus spiritual awakening. At first glance, these two states of mind can seem very similar, but they're profoundly different experiences with very different outcomes. By the end of this video, I hope you'll have a clearer understanding of how to distinguish between them. What is psychosis? Let's start with psychosis. Psychosis is a mental health condition where a person loses touch with reality. This can involve hallucinations, delusions, and deeply confused thinking. Psychosis is not just an emotional or intellectual state. It's a serious disruption in the way the brain processes. People experiencing psychosis might hear or see things that aren't there, believe things that have no basis in reality, or feel like they're being controlled by outside forces. It's often disorienting, frightening, and overwhelming for the person going through it. Psychosis can be caused by several factors, including mental health conditions like schizophrenia, severe depression, or bipolar disorder. It can also be triggered by trauma, substance abuse, or even a lack of sleep. One key aspect to remember is that psychosis often requires medical intervention and support from mental health professionals to manage and heal from it. What is spiritual awakening? Now let's talk about spiritual awakening. Unlike psychosis, spiritual awakening is not a mental illness, but a transformative experience that usually leads to greater clarity, peace, and a sense of oneness with the universe. During a spiritual awakening, a person begins to see the world differently. They may feel more connected to the divine, have profound insights about their purpose, or experience a deep sense of love and interconnectedness with all living things. This process can sometimes be intense, involving sudden shifts in perception, feelings of euphoria, and deep emotional purging. But despite its intensity, a spiritual awakening usually leads to a greater sense of well-being, meaning, and inner peace over time. Now, you might wonder, how do these two states, psychosis and spiritual awakening, get confused? Let's look at some similarities that can make it hard to distinguish between them. Similarities between psychosis and spiritual awakening: altered perception of reality. Both this can mean losing touch with reality and having delusions or hallucinations. In a spiritual awakening, the shift in perception is more about seeing beyond the material world and recognizing deeper truths about existence. However, the person experiencing it may feel like they're in a different reality in both cases. Heightened emotional states. People in both psychosis and spiritual awakening can experience heightened emotions: fear, joy, anxiety, or even ecstasy. The emotional intensity can make both experiences feel overwhelming. However, while psychosis often brings confusion and fear, spiritual awakening tends to lead to feelings of peace, love, and connection once the initial intensity settles. A sense of being special or chosen during psychosis. It's common for someone to believe they are chosen or have a special mission, often based on delusions. In spiritual awakening, a person may also feel a sense of higher purpose or connection to something greater. The difference lies in the clarity and grounding that eventually comes with spiritual awakening, while psychosis tends to be chaotic and disconnected from reality. Experiences of the divine or supernatural. Both psychosis and spiritual awakening can involve what feel like mystical experiences. In psychosis, these may manifest as delusional beliefs about being contacted by supernatural forces or seeing visions that are frightening or irrational. In spiritual awakening, the experiences of the divine are often more harmonious, filled with awe, reverence, and a deeper understanding of the universe. Let's move on to the key differences which can help us distinguish between these two experiences. Grounding and integration. One of the most important differences is how grounded the person feels. In spiritual awakening, even though the experience may be overwhelming at first, there is usually a sense of inner balance that emerges over time. In psychosis, is often detached from reality, unable to make sense of their experiences, and may feel increasingly isolated or scared. Supportive via destructive impact. A spiritual awakening generally leads to positive changes, improved mental health, deeper relationships, and a stronger sense of purpose. Psychosis, on the other hand, can be destructive, leading to confusion, paranoia, or even self-harm. The person in psychosis often loses their ability to function in daily life, while someone experiencing a spiritual awakening becomes more attuned to their life's purpose. Sustained well-being after the intensity of a spiritual awakening. A person typically feels more aligned with their true self, experiencing long-term emotional and spiritual well-being. Psychosis does not lead to sustained well-being. Instead, it often requires treatment to prevent further psychological deterioration. Mental clarity versus mental confusion and a spiritual awakening. Although the initial stages may feel confusing, they lead to a greater sense of clarity and purpose. The person becomes more in tune with their surroundings and inner wisdom. In psychosis, confusion deepens and the person's grasp on reality weakens over time. How to differentiate between the two? If you or someone you know is experiencing something that seems like it could be either psychosis or a spiritual awakening, the key is to ask some critical questions. Is the experience leading to greater clarity and peace, or is it causing more confusion and fear? Does the person feel grounded in their body and connected to reality, or are they losing touch with it? Is the experience empowering, or is it leading to destructive thoughts and behaviors? If there's any concern that psychosis may be involved, it's crucial to seek professional help. Mental health professionals can provide guidance, diagnosis, and treatment if necessary. On the other hand, if it's a spiritual awakening, seeking guidance from experienced spiritual teachers or counselors can help navigate the journey. Conclusion to wrap things up. While psychosis and spiritual awakening may share some surface similarities, they are profoundly different experiences. Psychosis often leads to confusion, fear, and detachment from reality, whereas spiritual awakening brings greater clarity, purpose, and connection to the divine. Understanding the differences can help us better support ourselves and others on these unique journeys. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on mental health, spirituality, and personal growth. See you in the next video.